Welcome to Knoxville, Tennessee. This afternoon, Neyland Stadium, where Rocky Top plays in the background. Sailgating going on in the Tennessee River, and the Big Orange ready to open the season. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Volunteers will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw. It's Lang. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Lets it go. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the pass hits, picked off.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing the turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Line gets set, first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Taking a shot on the first play. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Lang. He's got the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Boise State.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Lang. Using the quick game. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. On the move. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. back to the ground with the running back. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
To the air, it's Lang. Tight end finds a soft spot. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Broncos will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the offense. Defense in press coverage. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. The 50. The 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Volunteers. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. State ready to send out that offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse. You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield.
He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Broncos are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it down the right side. Open runway ahead. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Boise State.
Boise State.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or can you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
The hand to the running back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against. Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses and some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
They go to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Calls his own number. Powers through the defender. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Right back to it. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Throw to the end zone, picked off. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. Snags it over the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
To throw, it's Lang. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really wrap.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Broncos with the 1st and 10. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They keep attacking through the air. Steps away. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket. They do a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He makes a grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he missed it. No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds his target down the middle. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Dances away to buy time. He's going to take off. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the 1st down.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. He wants to throw. Fires one high and deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Broncos will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
And the Vols are on the move. Looking for space. It's Thorne. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got him downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
It's so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Snap it to the back. Oh, what a move. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. The Volunteers want to move quickly. They'll go with a direct snap. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Vols! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it to the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Cal just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Berkeley. They'll enjoy this one all week. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Going up top on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Has the 45 on his way. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. 1st down from the 49. Using his feet. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Lang. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have a ball at the 47.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. The back goes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pulls it in. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down and for 32.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver shows motion. This is a designed run. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Finds his man. It's Thorne. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
Coming up, 4th down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Tennessee 14, Boise State 7.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Direct snap. Just buried it. And the Vols get the 1st down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
The Vols are marching down the field. Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The Broncos in the hurry up.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
DB's right up on the receivers. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see a quarterback flip it forward in the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Dropping back, it's Lang. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Now on first down from the 28. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback checking off. They'll try to get outside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. Going to try to get it himself. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
4th down, coming up.
The Volunteers decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Looking to pass. It's Lang. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. A 3rd and long coming up here. Off the play fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field. You saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now improvising. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give as they work on that clock. Runs through a tackle. At the 35, he's loose. He's got 99 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. They're trying to get to it. Needed to get rid of that football, but just couldn't turn it loose, and the defense got to it.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're just about ready to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Little over-anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. To the air, it's Lang. A deep throw as the clock winds down. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, 4th and very, very long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll go to the air. Let's it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Looking downfield, it's Lang. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Broncos! Remember this one simple precept, and your time with me will not have been ill-spent. The tight end is always open.
They think that too. They think they're always open. Throw me the football, but especially in the red zone. This is where you see most tight ends do most of their damage. Big body guys, QB find him, hit him, touchdown.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Pass is incomplete. Two-point conversion is no good. Not really sure why they went through that entire exercise, but that'll be the ball game. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what